Hello and welcome to the Waste Management Phoenix Open. My name is Luke Elvey. Alongside me, as always, is John McCarthy, and we're excited to bring this day's action to you.
Hello, Luke. Great to be here. Glad to be with the folks at home as well. And as our next golfer gets ready to kick their round off, why don't you tell us a little bit about what this course has to offer?
Well, all the focus at TPC Scottsdale is really around that stadium hole 16. What a party atmosphere they've created there. But the finish is brilliant. You've got that par 5 15th that can really be good for scoring, or with the water around the green, you can go to water. 16, if you can survive the amphitheatre atmosphere, you really set up a chance down the stretch to get it done. 17, the drivable par 4 that maybe only needs a 3-wood. And then 18, you bomb one down the middle there, and you can take a stroll down victory lane.
And after the first hole, starting the round at 1 under par. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. Well, I'm pretty sure this is going to land in the fairway here. And about 120 yards out from here, and with that, he will be putting. And this is for birdie. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And he's moving in the right direction, moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now let's move to the third hole. And this shot's looking promising. From 225 yards. Going with the 3-wood. Looks like this is bound for some rough. That's just poor luck on that approach. Too much club, I think. Looking like 9 feet to the cup. For the bird. And today currently sitting at 3 under par. The next hole we have before us is a par 3. Let's see what happens. I'm going with the 9 iron. And about 11 feet to go here. And that one will drop for birdie. And after that one, he's going to stay right where he was on the leaderboard. And now teeing off on this par 4. I think he'll like that. Okay, and from 125 yards out. And this for the birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And he's gonna stick to first place after that one. And now the 6th hole. And a promising looking shot here. And I think he will like that. And about 7 feet to go here. For the birdie. And currently sitting at 5 under for the day after that one. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store. And he's got to be happy with that. And this one's for birdie. And tapping in for the par. And after that one, he's still holding on to the first place spot. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off. And just a huge drive here. And from 155 yards out. Looks like a 7 iron. This is going towards the green here. And about 4 feet from the cup. And that putt will drop for birdie. And after that hole, he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard. And next up is a par 4, folks. Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway. From 130 yards. Going with a pitching wedge here. Well, this one's still quite far away, but it is definitely on the green. This is looking quite good. And a nice putt. And as he finishes up his front 9, Luke, he's found himself in a pretty good place to be.
Oh, I love this part of any tournament, John. 9 holes to go. They call it the finish, the championship finish. Who's got the strongest mind as well as the most complete game? Will this leader be able to take it all the way to the house? Gee, I hope so.
Thanks, Luke. And now we'll get back to the action. And he will like that. And about 105 yards to the pin. Pretty sure he's going to like that one. And this putt is for birdie. And from that length, that is just fine work. And after that one, 8 under is the score. And moving on to the 11th hole. I think you'll like that. About 160 yards to the pin here. And going with the 7-iron on this one. And this one's looking pretty good. And that approach has found the green, but there will be a lot of work to do to sink the next putt. Just missing here. And this one's for par. And a decent little putt there. And just look at the amount of birdies that he has been able to pull off today. And moving along now on the 12th hole. Looks like a 7-iron. Might be a bit too much club on this one. And as it turns out, that one's gonna play nicely. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And no change in his leaderboard status after that hole. And next up is the par 5. Yeah, I think you'll like that. From here, about 225 to the pin. Very well played, and hitting this par 5 and 2 is going to set up some nice eagle opportunities here. And that putt will go for eagle. And after that one, he's still managing to hold on to first place. And setting up now on the 14th tee. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And about 175 yards to the pin. I think that's a 5-iron. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a poor approach. Just didn't have enough club. And it's time to take a peek at the leaderboard. All right, and currently sitting at 10 under after that one. And moving on to the 15th hole. He appears to be heading for the fairway here. And about 185 yards to the pin. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. And that is some fantastic club work on this par 5 green, hitting it in 2. And the eagle putt drops. And he's going to stay right there where he was on the leaderboard. No change in the ranking. And now teeing off on the loudest hole in the game of golf. The 16th at Scottsdale. It's always a treat, isn't it? And the tee shot has landed safely on the green here at the 16th hole. It's a weight off their shoulders, I'm sure, for the birdie. And after that one, 13 under is the score. And that means he's first overall on the leaderboard. Wow. And that was just a monumental effort, hitting the green in one here on this par 4. Oh, and the long putt doesn't want to drop. And tapping in for the birdie. And as we check the standings, he's still in first after that one. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. Just a magnificent display of power here. About 100 yards to the pin. I think he's going to like that. From 20 feet. Right into the cup. Very, very nicely done. And he's done it in convincing fashion, no less. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now looking at the Waste Management Phoenix Open champion.
To win anywhere on tour is a big deal, but particularly here at TPC Scottsdale and the Waste Management Phoenix Open. You will never get a victory on tour in front of more people. What a great outcome. Well, on behalf of John McCarthy, the entire HB Studios crew, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for your company. Hello everyone, welcome to the Chariot Open. My name is Luke Elvey and alongside me as always is John McCarthy. We're anticipating a great day, can't wait to see what unfolds.
Thanks for that intro, Luke, and we are preparing to kick things off today on a fantastic course. What are you going to tell us about the first hole? What are we looking at?
Well John, if you can avoid the cluster of bunkers on the left hand side of the fairway, John, this par 4 opening hole will be pretty much straightforward. The green is also protected by bunkers, but it's a large green, so hopefully the players won't have too much trouble hitting it.
Thanks, Luke. We'll catch up after 9 holes and see what's happening. And for the par. And starting the round off with a par. And the wind could be an issue on this next hole. We're going to have to see how this tee shot goes. Well, this one's looking pretty good. And about 165 yards to the pin. And here's an 8-iron. And I think he's going to like that. From 15 feet. And this shot is looking scary good right now for the birdie. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. Now let's see what this third hole has in store. I don't think he'll be too pleased with that shot. And I'm hearing this one is very deep in the rough. And that shot is back in the fairway. From here, about 230 to the pin. And here's the 3-wood. And this putt's for birdie. Finishing this hole with a solid putt. And 2 under for the day after that one. All right, here's the 4th hole. Well, the approach did find the green, but quite a long distance putt ahead. And this one's a 9-footer. And that putt drops on in for par. And sitting at 2 under for the day. And is currently tied for 2nd place on the leaderboard. Really blasted it out of that bunker on that shot. And to save par. And the putt will drop. And after that hole, staying right there in 2nd place. And moving on to the 6th here. Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. From about 120 yards. And he's on the green. And about 5 feet from the cup. And that one goes for birdie. And now he finds himself tied for 1st. And setting up for the par 3 hole. And this putt is for birdie. Ooh, just missing here. And for the par. And that one's right in the cup. And still tied for 1st place after that. And the 8th hole is next. And I'm not quite sure where this one's going to end up. safely back into the fairway. And about 115 yards to the pin. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, 31 feet out. And the long putt will drop. Very nice stroke on that one. And no change in his standings after that hole. And next up we have a par 5 hole. And this is looking fairway bound. And about 230 yards to the pin. Going with the 3-wood here. Okay, and hitting this par 5 and 2. That's some fine club work out there. Ooh, and it just misses. And this putt is for birdie. And a nice putt there. And he's done and dusted with the front 9. Luke, he's found himself in a pretty good spot.
Well, it's always great having the lead, John, but this player doesn't want to switch off because there's going to be a bunch of players wanting to come at them if they're trying to win the championship.
Thank you, Luke. Now back to the action. And he can't be pleased with himself after that one. And looks like this lie's going to be better than the last one. And about $1.15 to the pin from here. And this one's heading towards the green. Okay, he is now on the green. And about 5 feet to go here. And that one goes in for the bird. And no change ranking-wise after that hole. And now setting up on this par 3. Three-wood in action here. He's got to be pleased with that. This putt's for birdie. Ooh, that was very close. 5 feet to go here. And that putt will go for par. And after that one, he will stay at the top of the leaderboard. And now setting up for the par 4. And the forecast calling for sand here, folks. Well, this isn't looking too good. And he's probably relieved he'll be putting now. And about 12 feet to go to get to that cup. Ooh, and just inches away from greatness. And this one for the double. And he's sticking to the same position he was at after that hole. And now the 13th hole. And a much nicer lie than the previous lie. Green is also in reach. Let's see what happens. And 11 feet to go here. Ooh. That was very close. And this putt is for bogey. And after that one, 3 under for the day. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. And this one could be in the rough, but could not be. Let's find out. And as he sets this next shot up, he's deep in the rough, folks. Oh, this shot looks a bit off. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say. And that one will drop for bogey. And he will stay right where he is on the leaderboard after that hole. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. "14 feet away. And that one will go for birdie. And after that hole, he's still in first place. And now setting up on the 16th tee. Well, you'll probably like that.
From 200 yards away.
That looks like the hybrid. And I think he will like that.
And this for the birdie. And this putt is for par.
And a decent putt. And after that hole, 3 under on the day.
And now setting up on the par 3.
And going with the 7-iron on this one. And I think this is looking a bit long. Well, not a very great approach shot there. Seems to me the wind may have gotten a hold of that shot.
This putt's about 5 feet from the cup.
And that'll be for bogey. And no change for him leaderboard-wise after that hole.
And picking up on the 18th hole action here. Let's see what happens.
I think he'll like that.
And about 225 yards out.
Going with the 5-wood. And not the intended result, I'm sure, on that approach shot. Just not enough club on that one. Oh my word. And the chip drops. And he's done it, Luke. He has done it. He played well all week here, and that's why he's walking away the winner.
Oh, you can see the elation on his face. What a performance. He deserved the victory right from the get-go. But this will do a lot for his confidence. I look for him to have a huge season from here on in. Well, on behalf of John McCarthy and all the hard-working staff at HB Studios, thanks for your company.